We've all been there. You're rushing out the door, late for work, and you can't find your keys. Or maybe you missed an important deadline because you simply forgot about it. These everyday acts of forgetfulness are often met with frustration and self-criticism. We might chide ourselves for being disorganized or absent-minded. But what if these seemingly random acts of forgetting aren't so random after all? What if they hold a deeper meaning, a message from our subconscious? While some instances of forgetfulness are indeed due to stress or distraction, others might be more intentional than we realize. This is where the concept of purposeful forgetting comes into play. It suggests that sometimes we unconsciously choose to forget things as a way of coping with difficult emotions or situations. Our mind, in an attempt to protect us, might bury certain memories or block out specific tasks. This isn't about being deliberately deceitful, it's about our innate drive to seek comfort and avoid pain. Our subconscious, in its own way, is trying to keep us safe. Imagine this. A young woman repeatedly forgets to renew her car insurance. On the surface, it seems careless, even irresponsible. But if we dig deeper, we might find a young woman who recently experienced a traumatic car accident. The fear and anxiety associated with driving might be so overwhelming that her subconscious mind chooses to forget the insurance, creating a roadblock to getting back behind the wheel. This is purposeful forgetting in action, a way for our minds to communicate through behavior rather than words. It's a hidden language that often speaks in whispers through missed appointments, lost items, or conveniently forgotten deadlines. These acts of forgetting, however frustrating, are not without purpose. They serve as a signal, a red flag waving in the wind, urging us to pay attention to what's beneath the surface. They are a reminder that something needs to be addressed, a fear to be faced, or a wound to be healed. When we experience the same type of forgetfulness repeatedly, it's often a sign of resistance. We're resisting something that feels overwhelming, frightening, or simply too painful to face head-on. This resistance can manifest in various areas of our lives. Consider a student who consistently forgets about upcoming exams. They might be struggling with performance anxiety, fearing failure, and the judgment that might come with it. Their forgetfulness in this case is a form of self-sabotage, a way to avoid the perceived threat of the exam. Or perhaps a man constantly forgets his partner's birthday. This seemingly insignificant act might point to deeper relationship issues, unresolved conflicts, or unspoken resentments. His forgetfulness becomes a way of avoiding intimacy and potentially facing the difficult emotions associated with the relationship. Let's delve deeper into driving-related forgetfulness. Imagine a person who constantly forgets where they park their car. This could stem from a fear of driving itself, perhaps triggered by a past accident or a general anxiety about being on the road. Their mind, seeking to protect them from this fear, makes it difficult to remember the car's location, subconsciously discouraging them from driving. Similarly, someone who frequently forgets to fill their gas tank might be grappling with a fear of independence or a reluctance to venture too far from their comfort zone. The empty tank becomes a symbolic barrier, limiting their freedom of movement and keeping them tethered to familiar surroundings. These examples illustrate how even seemingly mundane acts of forgetfulness can reveal deeper emotional currents. By paying attention to these patterns, we can begin to decipher the messages our subconscious is sending and address the underlying issues at play.